Alright, I'm having some major technical difficulties today, it would seem. The phone is just like overheating when I put it in the case, and I can't mount it to my dashboard if it's not in the case. So it's just really hot. I don't know if this is the sun beating down on it that's got it so angry with me or what, but man, I'm just not having a good time with this right now. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit, and then I'll pop it back up there and get started again. Maybe it didn't like being charged while it was recording or whatever. I don't know, man. That was just really weird. I don't like having the technical difficulties, especially at the beginning of the stream. That sucks. Yeah, I got the AC on blast now, trying to get everything cooled down. Hopefully that helps. I was really hoping to have a good talk about team building on this drive. And it's one thing in it. Another one of those things that everybody seems to ask for help with is, hey, can you help me build a team? Hey, can you put a team together with this? Well, I want to give you some tips on how to do it yourself. Who knows, maybe you'll become one of those that's able to, build teams for people. Give you some things to look for when you're trying to do it. Let's see if I can turn this back on and stuff. Alright. It's over here. Just got out of the way. Alright. We'll see how long this lasts. Well, shit, man. I cut out, it used all my energy. An asshole. Gotta burn a can now to do some farming. Team building. Let's see if we can do this again. Do it right this time. Team building. You're gonna look at it like you've got 4 classes, okay, when it comes to team building. You've got your support class, your attack class, tanks and defense healers. I guess you could kind of combine them all into the support class. You might go with 3 classes. We're gonna focus on 3: a support, a tank, and an attack. Now, ideally, in the perfect world, you'd have an even number of each. You'd have 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 support, or 2 attack, 2 tank, 2 support. We don't have that option. We only have 5 characters we can use. So you're going to want to play around with the ratios. Me personally, I want 2 attack, 2 tanks, and a healer. So you want to find a good healer. Your healer needs to heal. That's the primary job. And for me, my go-to healer is Survival Road Zeke. He heals, I think it's 25% each turn for 2 turns. He also gives you great support as far as giving buffs. He gives you a 60% HP, or not HP, 60% attack, 60% defense for 4 turns. And that's a healthy amount right there. That's a really healthy amount. You want to take advantage of what he offers you there. Man, nobody watching that. I lost them all. Really want to take that. Tanks. I got a couple good tanks. You want to make sure your weapons are in line with your tanking philosophy. So I have 2 shields. I have the blue and red Garrett, and I'm going to want to put HP and defense on each of those weapons to make them tankier. So you want them to stay alive as long as possible. Their job is to absorb hits. Good tanks would be a shield of any sort. Kirkman Rick is really tanky. Let's see, there's a couple Zekes out there that are pretty tanky. I'm trying to think of common characters that are good tanks. There's ones that you hit that just won't friggin' die. Just think of those ones, and those are your tanks. And then your attacks. Now, in an ideal world, all of your attacks would be AoE, area of effect, where they hit one and every character adjacent, or they're gonna hit up to 3 enemies or up to 4 enemies. You'd have 2 of those in an ideal world, but not all of them are very strong in the game. So you want to make up for that with, try to have 1 if you can. If you don't sweat it. You can just pick them off one at a time instead of taking out 3 or 4 at a time. Those are your Andreas, your Shivas, the Yellow Dwight, for those of you that got him instead of the Revived Jesus. Let's see, here's some other ones. I got Dwayne, Javier. Javier's a big tank, man. He's a big attack guy. Cal is a good tank. There you go, Cal. He's another really good tank. High defensive rating, high HP rating. Those are your tanks. High attack is your attack, and your healers are the ones with the healing AR. And to throw another kink into it, you got to think about your leader skill. Some of the best leaders out there for all-around leadership, the Telltale Ben, the yellow Telltale Ben, a really good leader skill. It goes to the whole team. Victor's got a decent leader skill. He protects, or I guess gives an attack bonus against fast, or defense bonus against fast team opponents. Gives a AP bonus, but the AP bonus is really good, no matter which way you're rolling. I like Shiva a lot for her leader skill. She gives a big defensive bonus to melee teammates, and gives a very large AP bonus to melees. Now, these technical difficulties at the beginning of the stream, I think, have turned everybody off, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short, and we'll try again tomorrow. Hopefully I can get whatever was wrong straightened out. I think my phone just overheated or something. It just wasn't very happy with me trying to stream and charge and do all that at the same time. Unfortunately, my phone, there's somebody, hi. Unfortunately, my phone's been under a lot of stress this afternoon. Our power went out. Yeah, the stream did mess up. My power went out on my phone. The phone just died twice on me. Ridiculous. The power went out at work, and so I've been using my phone all day as a hotspot so I can get my work done. Alright, Austin, you take care, man. My phone's been working overtime today. Poor thing. and it sits in this little case that's got like a rubber hard backing plastic case that sets in, that attaches to my mount, and it's right on the windshield, so it's getting the sun glaring down on it. It's under a lot of stress right now. My phone is. Got to give it a break one of these days. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut the stream now. I'll be on streaming something later. I'll either stream some more of this, or I think the Overwatch Summer Games dropped today. It's a fun little update. They got this Rocket League style soccer game that you play with Lucio. I don't think I'll play that near as much as I did last year, but I do want to try to get some of the summer game loot boxes. They had some really good skins in them last year. Now I only got a couple. I want to get some more. Might play some GTA tonight. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Man, I don't know what I'm doing in the next 15 minutes, to be honest with you. I could be eating dinner. I don't know. And I like having my life that way, you know what I mean? It's nice. I don't like planning stuff out. I like just kind of going on a whim. My wife, on the other hand, she is the polar opposite. She could plan every minute of every day. I think she would. But I don't think I can do that. That's just too tedious. Mark, if you're here, I don't know if you are or not. What's up, my buddy? We need to chat sometime about setting up our lineup for our talks. I'm sitting here talking about I don't like scheduling stuff, but I do want to schedule the content that we're going to put out on the channel here. So that way, if you're looking for something in particular, you know when to tune in. And I also think I'm going to start recording some videos instead of just live streaming. I think it would make a lot more sense and easier to find stuff if I put some like little 3 or 5 minute clips here or there talking about certain aspects of the game, rather than having to search through a 30-45 minute long stream to find where I talked about the armory tips or whatever. So keep an eye out for those. I did update the thumbnails and titles on some of the posts today, on most of my recent videos anyways. Try to make them a little bit more relevant, make the thumbnails just look better. Yeah, I don't really have much to say this afternoon. The stream got all screwed up in the beginning. I'm going to have to do some housekeeping with that later, but I'm going to go ahead and stop this though so I can cool my phone down. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking the videos, thanks for commenting, thanks for sharing, thanks for being cool. Later.